way, I do want to thank Wolva Lion. I see him in the chat.
Take it to the house, I'm about to touchdown. G's living lavish.
Come on, God. Come on, God. Yeah!
Belly's big, but they full. We do it big. I know you wish you could.
Welcome to Wolverine Sports Talk. I'm your host, Coach Mike Jones, formerly of Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Pro YouTube channel. Shout out to Kurt Steele, LL Cool Torrance, Valerie Bordeaux, and the rest of the Proud Nation family. But you already know, man, this is for my Michigan Wolverines and my Detroit Lions. We are Team Wolverine, and we're trying to take over YouTube, man. Hey, do me a favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and help me get this content out to more Wolverine fans like yourself. This is Team Wolverine. Hey, if there's something that you like to address, man, drop a comment in the comment section. If there's a topic maybe you want me to address, I love to hear from you guys, man. Drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what it is that you want me to talk about, because I'm here. I'm trying to be the voice of the Wolverine Nation. And maybe if you kind of want to be under the radar, you don't want to really be on the spot like that, you can email me, wolverine@wolverine.net. I will get back to you as soon as possible. If people have already hit me up, and I told y'all, man, I get back to y'all. And also, do one thing for me. Stop at www.wolverine.com and get you one of these all white Wolverine tees, man, for only $10. And while you at it, vote on the poll. I have a poll up right now. It's which Wolverine products do you want to be released at the beginning of the season? So you can name which products that you want. Maybe there's 1, 2, 3, 4 products that you want released. Yeah, I got about that many. And because I don't want to put nothing out there that is getting a bad response. So help me to help you, and we're gonna get this thing going. So yeah, go to wolverine.com and drop a vote in the poll for me, man. But let's get into this for today. Yeah, I was looking at the free agency tracker, because while our roster is predicted to be a pretty good one, there's still a few uneasy spots in our roster that are there. Honestly, there's no perfect roster, right? There's always room for improvement, and we are in a position now where we're going to be cutting players who we would usually keep, right? We're going to have players cut during camp, cut during preseason that other teams are willing to jump on, and that's never happened in Detroit ever. Not that I can remember. So there's a couple positions that I feel that need to be addressed. But if you feel like there's something that still needs to be addressed, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what it is that you think. If you think that, hey man, we good, going to the season, man, we're all right, man. Then then just say we all right, man. You tripping, Coach Jones. But if there is a position that you kind of like, we might need somebody at that position, then let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you think. But there's 3 positions that I'm not necessarily worried about, but I think we could use a little more, maybe it's competition to choose from a pool, maybe select from. I just want to put the best product out there. We've never been in this position, where we have one of the top rosters in the NFC. So I was thinking about offensive line. I know our starters are set, but that right guard is still up in the air just because of the health of Big V. I know Graham Glasgow can go in there and perform, but I don't know, how well he can, hold up. He's a free agent. Detroit traded him, so he's not a top elite level guy. So, and that's what we want. We want a top elite level offensive line. So there's a couple guys I was looking at guard that's still out there. Justin Pugh. Justin Pugh is still out there. He last played, I believe, for the Indianapolis Colts. If I do, if I'm not mistaken, there's also Trey Turner. Everybody knows Trey Turner. He was a guy who we originally wanted to come here a couple years ago back in free agency. But Trey Turner is back on the market. Then there's also a couple of old Lions, a couple of ex-Lions who you could possibly bring into camp. This is Ode Oboshi, who I think we all always waited to develop. I just think he just never really developed. But you could bring him back in and see where he's at. Or Tommy Kramer. Tommy Kramer was on this team for a few years. He got cut, or he got traded away, one of the two. But you could bring Tommy Kramer back and have him compete. Like I said, these are just guys that you want to bring into camp to compete, so you can get that top level guy at guard. You know, you want the best, and I don't think that we're in the position to settle like, oh, we'll be okay. I mean, Big V is the best option at right guard, but this is just in case he isn't okay. I'm just not sold on Graham Glasgow. I'd rather have Graham Glasgow be the backup center. I'm not sold at him at right guard. I'm not. And then the guys we got backing them up, they're young. They're very young. And that worries me a little bit. But let's move on to tackle. So my positions are so far up front. Just bringing in guys. And this is just in case something, God forbid, that something happened to Taylor Decker or to Penei Sewell. But if that did happen, there's 3 guys on the market, 3 vets on the market that I would bring in. I wouldn't bring in another young tackle to replace those guys. I believe if those guys get injured, our best option is to go on that free agent market and get one of these experienced vets, just to keep the momentum rolling, so we don't have to take a step back in the O-line. So 3 guys that are out there are Taylor Lewan, Eric Fisher, and good old school Jason Peters. Yeah, he's still out there, man. So those are 3 quality veteran guys who can step in and do the job just in case of an injury. Yeah, man. So like I said, I would not bring them in unless something happened to Taylor Decker or Penei Sewell, which I'm, God forbid, but you always got to look. You always got to be on the look. You can't really ever be satisfied or settled with your roster. You always have to look at the what ifs and be ready to make those adjustments just in case those things happen. But also here you want to move on. There's 2 more positions that worry me. So offensive line, the guard, I would bring him in during camp. Though the tackles, that would happen only if injury, then I would bring them in. But now let's go over to receiver. I would bring these guys into camp. And these guys, the top guys for me, I would bring into camp. I would bring back Kenny Galladay in camp, just to compete, just to see where he's at. See, was it a confidence thing in New York, or did Stafford really make you look that good? Kenny Galladay, I bring in Neil Harry. Neil Harry's a young guy who has a lot of potential, has a lot of upside. I bring in Neil Harry. T.Y. Hilton, I would bring T.Y. Hilton in because last year in Dallas, he showed he still had a little game left, man. And we're trying to get playmakers right now. So I would bring in Neil Harry or maybe Rashad Higgins if I was desperate. Just looking for playmakers, man. I like I said, I'm never settled, never satisfied with the roster, with the current state of the roster, especially with those Jameson Williams being out for 6 games, our possible right guard being up in the air. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully Big V's back to 100%, but those are things that just, they kind of, worry me a little bit. And the last thing is the inside linebacker. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sold on Derek Barnes, even though the reports are good. Reports are very good coming out of camp. But he's never shown in a game situation that he's that guy. And I'm very confident in Jack Campbell, but again, he's a rookie, so he's never shown that he can be that guy. He hasn't even been on put the pads on at the NFL level. So if you want to look at a few guys that play inside linebacker, because our outside linebackers, I believe, were good. So our inside linebackers, there are Zach Cunningham, Miles Jack, Kyle Van Noy, and Quan Alexander. I think that I would actually bring them in towards the end of camp, maybe. I would see how those guys perform, and if I wasn't happy with the performance I was getting out of one of those guys, Derek Barnes or Rodrigo or maybe Reed Maben, then I would bring one of those guys in. I'll bring in a Zach Cunningham, a Miles Jack, a Kyle Van Noy, or Quan Alexander, and I'll let them play. Kyle Van Noy, he seems like he's built more in the likeness of Jack Campbell. He's that big guy that plays inside linebacker. So maybe I will bring back Kyle Van Noy just to see. He does have Super Bowl experience. So yeah, I would definitely do that, man. Like I said, I'm never satisfied with our roster. I'm not. It can always be upgraded. We have a top 4. I want the best. I want the best, no doubt. So as of right now, we currently have 91 players signed. So that means one of those guys are gonna have to get dropped before the start of camp. So yeah, man. So like I said, drop a comment in the comment section, man. Let me know what you think about these positions. Maybe there's a different position that you have a worry about, man. But yeah, just drop a comment, man. Let me know what you think. Those are my concerns. My top concerns are offensive guard, receiver, and inside linebacker. And maybe, and I was just throwing the tackle out there, just in case of injury. I'm cool with tackle. We are good at tackle, but if something did happen, those guys, Taylor Lewan, Eric Fish, and Jason Peters, are 3 guys that would be looked at. But hey, man, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you think I'm stretching a little bit, or if I'm spot on, or if those are positions that you want, or maybe there's a different position, man. But I'm about to get out of here. You know how I do it, man. It's Team Wolf of Lion. We're going from the big house to Ford Field. Go blue, one pride. I holla at y'all.
To the house, I'm about to touch down. G's living lavish, so I shit